Okay, so we all know I love stickers, I love decorative spreads, but I think it's also important to show you how to use your planners. I mean, that's the point, right? If you're new here, hi, my name's Mary Ellen. I teach you how to use planners in decorative and yes, even functional ways. We have to do our best to get all of our plans down in here and still make it fun and decorative, if that's your thing. So I do these after the pen videos every once in a while, and I thought it would be good to do it this week because I don't have a busy week. I don't have much going on. I'm just going to be mainly working. And if you don't have a very busy life, or if you have a week that's, really slow or something, and you use, especially if you use a big planner, you're going to have a lot of space to fill up. And this spread doesn't have a lot of stickers on it already. So I know I didn't do a video on this because this was actually an exclusive Patreon video. A certain tier on my Patreon gets extra videos every month. So sometimes when you see a spread that is not on YouTube, that's why. I called this one Daisy Dream. I think it's so pretty. I used the Whimsy Luxe Year of Planning Volume 2 sticker book, and it's so cute. There's these really pretty florals in it. This is going to be a little bit different from my other After the Pen videos. I'm not going to take you through every day of the week because sometimes that can be a lot of work for me to sit down every time I want to write in my planner and film it. I don't always want to do that. So it's Sunday right now, and this week what I thought I would do instead is talk about what I do when I sit down to first set up the week. And then probably what I'll do also is at the end of the week just show you what I did and talk about it a little bit, but you're not going to see every day in between. But I think it'll be helpful, hopefully. Sorry if I sound froggy today. I don't know what's going on. My voice is like, wah. I don't know what's happening. The first thing I typically do is fill out any appointments or events I have going on in the week. Like I said, this is a slow week, but let's do that first. And that way I can sort of start to get a handle on what I've got going on. So the only big things are a doctor appointment tomorrow and also tomorrow's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Thursday, I have a Zoom call with my patrons, and that's honestly it. So I'm going to write those down first. What I do after I decorate a spread is I look for pens in the colors that I want to use throughout the week. I don't always use colored pens, like last week I didn't, but here's what was going on last week. It was sticker day. But I didn't use colorful pens because there were so many colors in here. But this is an example of a spread where I think it makes sense to pick a few colors that really work with the spread and use those. So I chose these 3 colors for obvious reasons. I have 2 Rytec sign brush pens, which I love these things. They're perfect for especially beginner brush lettering. And then this one's a Stabilo, and it came in a colored set. It doesn't have a color on it, but it came in a set of colors. So in my videos, I will link everything for you, including the sticker book I used for this spread. I don't get any affiliate income or anything like that, but I really love that sticker book and the pens and all of that. So I always try to link things when I can. So let's first take this Rytec pen in blue, and the reason I'm picking blue is we have green and gold here, so it makes sense to use blue over here. And I'm going to write in my doctor appointment. So let's do it on this one. I probably should have used a darker blue, but I kind of like this blue with it. I started practicing drop shadowing, and it's really hard, but I'm going to try to do it on some of the lettering in this spread. I don't know if it's hard for you, but my brain doesn't work that way. Like with the drop shadow letters, it's just really difficult for me. But I like the way it looks and I like to do it, so I'm going to try that. So this is a Pigma Micron 08. I'm just going to take this and put lines on all of the right side of the letter to try to make it look like a shadow. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's pretty cool, don't you think? It makes it sort of 3D a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to write doctor appointment. I actually know what doctor it is, but I don't really want to announce it to the world who my doctor is, you know what I mean? So I'm going to write appointment right here underneath. And then I'll take a smaller pen. I'll take a Muji 0.38 and I'll write the time. So that's at 10:30. Bumble must see a dog out there or something. Or maybe her ball's under the couch. And since there's this little space there, sometimes I like to do this and just do a line or 2 lines across. I'm going to do 2 lines this time. So isn't that a cute little box? Okay, so let's write MLK for Martin Luther King up here. I'm going to take this color. Got kind of messed up, but we're going to outline it. Okay, that got really messed up, but that's okay. That's okay. We will live. Will we? I might want to take another box. Let me see if I have any more of those. Okay, I rarely do this, but I hated the lettering for MLK. I put there so much that I actually took a different box and replaced it. Sometimes that happens and I just hate it so much. It rarely happens though. But because I'm not as much of a perfectionist anymore as I used to be. Anyway, we're just gonna do basic letters here with this pen. I was trying to color with this and it got really yucky. And we'll take, let's see, we'll take this Pigment Micron again and we'll write day. And then we have all that space under there, so let's just do more of these little lines, I guess. Okay, so that is good. Actually, let me draw a line through the middle here of these letters just to make them pop a little bit more. All right, so that is that for Monday. Thursday, I have a Patreon Zoom call, so let's do that. We do Zoom calls once a month, and they're really fun. They're really fun. It's like a little, get together. It's very casual. Sometimes we have a theme and we do stuff. Other times we just kind of shoot the breeze and, hang out together. It's pretty fun. So I'm taking a green sign brush pen and I'm going to write Patreon here. I always run out of room. I know. I'm going to try to do the same thing I did over there with this drop shadow thing. It's really hard. Maybe if I just do it a lot, it'll get easier. I mean, it's not that hard, but you know what I mean? It's tricky. It makes me think. I really have to think about it. I think probably it comes easy to some people. Just for me, no, it's not. I had to white out part of that. That's why it looks funky. I'm just going to write in Zoom call. And that is at 8 o'clock. I'm going to do the same lines I did over on Monday because I think that's kind of a fun look. And then at the bottom, how about I just write yay? Because I like those. Okay. That's what I do when I have extra space. I just kind of wing it, I'll either write in something extra or do little polka dots or stars or something. I like to fill up space. What can I say? I need a gratitude list somewhere on here. I think this is going to be priorities, and I'll write that in a second. But pretty much every week, have a gratitude list because I think it's very important to practice gratitude. I'm thinking about doing it on Sunday or on Friday because we have these 2 long boxes. I know I don't have anything going on, at least not yet. Let's do it on Sunday because there's another box here on Sunday if I need it. I'm just going to write grateful. I'll do the drop shadow there in a minute, but before I do that, I'm going to write 4 and then dot, 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 or an arrow or something. Actually, I don't need to do any arrows or anything. I can just put it right above that box. And then up here, I'm going to write so. Okay. Oh, let's do that drop shadow. All right, not perfect, but I still think it's cute. All right, grateful for. I'm going to write the gratitude list in a second, but over here, let's write in priorities, I guess. Or how about we'll just write top 3. Okay, do more of the drop shadowing. Where's my pen? That's a weird 3. So I want to dedicate one day this week to working on Planning with Bumble planning. So I'm trying to figure out how to better work this year, work smarter, make the same amount of money, but not be so stressed, because my life has gotten kind of out of control stressful and I don't want to get burnt out. So I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of plan the business a little bit better, give you maybe even more of what you want, but work smarter kind of thing. And I really think I need to plan out a whole day or half a day to really give it some thought and plan out the year, or at least have some idea of how that's going to work out. So I'm going to probably do that on Friday. I think that makes the most sense to me. So I'm just going to write PWB Planning Day, I guess. I mean, that makes sense. So let's take a blue pen again. I'll do PWB. And then I'll take this brownish pen and write planning. Now, every week I'm not as careful about lettering. The reason I'm doing this is I was thinking I don't do enough fonts or different stuff. So that's why I'm being really particular. As you can tell, like last week, I literally just wrote stuff in. So I'm not always like, let's do incredible lettering this week. You know, it's not like that. So just so you know, it's not always going to be that way. Instead of doing drop shadow, maybe I just do like I did over here and do just a regular pen through it. And certainly fancy lettering is not required for any type of planning. It just depends on what you want to do. If you like to do it, do it. If you don't like to do it, don't do it. You know, that's with anything in life, I guess. Okay, I'm going to do sort of what I did over here, except I'll emphasize day, and then I'll do some lines here because I think I'm going to be maybe putting a sticker in there or something because I have all that extra space. So that is it for like the general plan for the week. Okay. Now, what I thought I would do again this week is categorize my to-do lists. That's typically the second thing I do after I write in my appointments and stuff. I'll write out my to-dos. And I've been categorizing them lately just because it's easier on my ADHD brain, and it really has been helping. So I have 3 lists this week, so I'll make 3 categories. One is going to be phone calls, because I'm really bad at making phone calls, really bad. So I'll put that on Monday. Actually, phone calls is kind of long, so I'll do it over here. And then this will be online stuff. So I'll just write online. And then over here, oh, why did I do that one in lowercase, that in caps? Oh well. And then over here, let's see. This will be errands. Okay, and then any other miscellaneous tasks, I will put, somewhere else, I guess. Actually, let's put another list for miscellaneous. I think that makes sense to add a 4th list here, just for the other tasks that don't fit into those categories. And I don't have to do these tasks on this particular day. Obviously, for me, this is like a weekly list, which is the way I do it pretty much every week. Okay, so that is miscellaneous. All right. So my top 3 tasks this week, and I don't always do this, but I think it's important to do that once in a while when you're feeling overwhelmed, is to sort of break down the most important things that are going to happen in your week or that need to happen. So my top 3, my daughter Heather was here before Christmas and she left something here and I still haven't mailed it to her. So I really have to do that. Number 2, I'm going to write business planning because I feel like it's going to help my brain to be able to plan that stuff out, or at least think about it a little bit more. And the 3rd one, I'm going to put phone calls because, like I said, I've been putting them off. All right. Before we fill out the to-do lists, let's go in and write what I'm grateful for. Sometimes this is like people in my life. Sometimes it's things that happened that week or the week before. Sometimes it might be things I take for granted. Sometimes it might just be little bits of joy. Anything like that, I like to write in my planner just to remind myself that I do have a lot in my life. So I think it's really a good thing. But This week, I'm just going to write a miscellaneous list of just things that, come to me when I'm thinking about gratitude. Just miscellaneous stuff, you guys. Okay. Let's fill out my to-do lists. What I typically do is either work off a master to-do list, which I don't really have one right now. I need to do that again. Probably I do it every month or two. But the other thing I also do is work off of previous weeks. So I am not as productive as I'd like to be. I'm a procrastinator. I will admit that to you. I procrastinate like crazy. And so there's always things on my previous weeks that I did not do, which is what I'm going to write in here. And then anything else that has come into my mind, since looking at that stuff. Okay, so I wrote out my to-dos that I could think of off the top of my head. Sometimes it's hard when I'm making these videos to think while a video is going, you know what I mean? So probably what will happen more as I go along throughout my day is I will be filling in more and throughout the week. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the not busy thing. So I have a couple of really great videos. Well, I think it's useful anyway, but they're sort of older videos, but they were some of my most popular ones. There's 2 videos, how to plan when you're not busy. Anyway, I'll link those because not everybody is crazy busy all the time. When I had little kids, I was super busy. There was so much to keep track of. And especially when I was working and I had kids at the same time, like there was so much to keep track of. But now that I'm older, I don't have as much. I love using the big happy planner because I can decorate a lot and still have room to write everything. But you might be planning differently. But if you are not a very busy person, then there are things you can do in your planner. For example, okay, so Monday's kind of finished, I typically will leave room on each day. So I'll leave this room tomorrow and I won't fill this part in until Tuesday. I don't even know if I will fill in that part. I don't have to. But I'll leave like a little space on each day to maybe write in what I was reading, what I had for dinner, if something happened that was interesting, something funny or whatever, I'll write it in on that day. That's why I don't fill out the day until the next day. And then say on Tuesday, I don't have anything to write in here or here. Say it's just like a work day. It's a normal day. Nothing much is going on. There are several things I can do. I forgot something. I just realized my mom and I are going for a walk on Wednesday. I forgot to write that in. But there's several things I can do here if this is just blank. I could write in the weather. I could write in what I was watching on TV. I could write in what I was reading. I could put stickers in that box. I could put stickers here. I actually have a couple of sticker books I pulled out that match this that I plan to use throughout the week if I don't have anything to write. I do still have this one. I could put more of these florals in, but I thought I would change it up and maybe use some from these sticker books because the colors sort of went with it, especially this one, the Good Habits one. I thought the colors went with it pretty well. So why did I do that? Also, I don't know what I'm going to write here yet. I don't know that I need to write anything there. Let's fill this up first, and then maybe I'll put a couple of stickers in places where I know I'm really not going to need, to write. And that way it'll give you sort of an idea of what I mean. Something else you can do is journal, especially if you don't have a specific journal. This could be like writing in your mood or something, that you're feeling that day. And you can also add stickers that have prompts like these. How am I feeling about my journey? What can I let go to move forward? Yeah, so you can pull stickers from other books or write in your own lists of things like this. There's so many different things you can do as far as like reflecting on your week and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to take this proud of myself sticker before I do anything else because it matches these boxes and I feel like I should remind myself more often that I'm proud of myself. So I'm just going to put that somewhere right here. Proud of myself. Whoops, I'm not proud of myself that it went down crooked. Okay. That's cute. Now let's get another little quote like that to put somewhere else. Not proud of myself, but like in another color, another one sort of the same, if they have any more. I guess they don't have any just like that. So let's take one that's, you know, a little bit different and get one of these like remember ones, reminder, focus on. Let's just put a reminder sticker right here. I just saw something I could put in the sidebar. We have like a quote, this one. Your sparkle has not gone unnoticed. And I kind of like that. I also like this is your year. Even though it's, you know, the middle of January now, I could still use that. Let's see. Anyway, the colors are right, and I just think it's cute, and I like the quote. Okay, let's use this. This is your year. And I don't typically put in stickers, like I said, until the end of the week when I want to fill it up, or while I'm going throughout the week. But since we're here, I think I'll put it in, you know, anyway. And I'm going to maybe put it over here. So that's really the only place it'll fit unless I put it here. This keeps popping up. I kind of like it here. All right, let's put it here. All right, so we have a couple of stickers. Actually, let me move this now because this feels like too much yellow in one spot, you guys. I kind of want it over here now. I'm going to put it here. And then move this one. I'll put this above the Patreon Zoom as my little reminder. Okay. Another thing I like to use is like little stars and twinkly things. You know what I mean? Those kinds of things. Stars and hearts and little twinkles like this. I like to use those in my spreads. I think it's fun. So let's throw a couple of these in somewhere in the right colors. Okay, I just put a sticker there and took it off. And now I ripped it a little. Ugh. I put more sparkles there. I didn't like it. Let's take a couple of these little sparkles and put them down next to the Zoom call. Because I'm not really ever going to use that space there. And then since we did that, let's put them somewhere else too. How about up here? Oh, I was going to write the walk with my mom. Let's put it here on Wednesday. How about in blue? Take a walk with mom and Bumble. Okay. I'm going to add a couple of things from this book in that are more mental health related, because I know I'm not going to fill up this whole spread. Again, this is not something I typically do, you know, in the beginning of the week, but since we're here, let's do it. I kind of like this girl, have courage. Let's add her in somewhere, like over here in this space, you know? And then since we added her, let's balance the girls. Let's use this one too. I know there's some other colors in here, but I think it's all right. Unless we add in this calm. I kind of like that too, actually. Let's take this off and put this in this space. I know it's big, but I don't think I'm going to have a lot to write. So let's make it easy on myself and put a sticker down. You can also like draw little doodles and stuff like that. I could white out that line underneath, but I'm not too concerned about it, you know? And then we can put this maybe over it. And so since those two are here, I kind of want to put a couple more things in from this book. I'm going to make sure I don't take up too much space. Like, I know myself and how much space I typically need to write in here. So that's why I'm able to do this without worrying about it, you know? We can add one of these over here. Like one that's sort of in those colors, right? How about create? Let me add maybe a couple more things. And then what I'm going to do throughout the week is definitely put more elements of this in here, because I feel like it needs to sort of be balanced with the vibe, if you know what I mean. So let's do that. How about a feeling or a check-in? I'm going to put it here. And that way, if I want to write something down there, I can. Well, actually, I'm going to have to because it says check-in, but I'll just write kind of what happened during the day or my mood or something little right there. How about a little quote? It will be okay. I've used a lot of those. I've needed them, you guys. Remember to breathe. Important. I know these fonts don't go with the rest of them, but I don't think that matters that much. I'm going to put it right here on Sunday. Let's take another one of these circles and put it up here because this one's there. I want something in this color, and that makes sense to me. So we're going to take one of these. It says connect because connect is my word of the year. Perfect. Okay, so maybe I'll do a little journaling down here of how I connected during the week or something like that, which is what I'm doing every week in my journal, but it can't hurt to have it in a couple of places. Okay, so I think that's it for now. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, just go throughout my week like normal, and I'll come back at the end of the week and show you the completed spread, and then I'll post this after that so that you can see the whole thing. All right. Okay, see you in a little bit. Okay, it is Monday the 23rd, and as promised, I just wanted to come on here and show you how this spread turned out. I think it's really, really cute. As you can see, I fill it out a lot. I like to fill it up. I like the way it looks when it's like that. And let me just go over a couple of things that I wrote in here. And again, I did not have a very busy week, so I just threw in some random things to fill it up. For example, on Tuesday, I didn't have anything to fill up this box, so I wrote what I was currently reading and currently watching. I was reading Want to Know a Secret by Frida McFadden because I'm binging her books. They're so good. I was watching season 3 of You, which I'm still watching. On Wednesday, I decided to order AirPods that have noise canceling to try to drown out some of the noise from the upstairs apartment. And so I wrote it in here. You know, little things like that, like you found an outfit you like, you know, you got something in the mail that was fun. So then I wrote that I got my new AirPods on Thursday. Can you believe they came in one day? I almost ordered them from Amazon because I wanted to get them quickly. But with Amazon, I try not to make really expensive purchases because I'm always afraid I'm going to get a fake. And I know it's kind of maybe hard to fake AirPods, but you just don't know on Amazon. So when it's something important, I like to order it from the actual website. So that's what I did, and they came in a day. I was shocked. It rained on Thursday. I drew some little raindrops. I was in a bad mood that day, even though I got my AirPods. I was in a super bad mood. So I put in the sticker feeling down, then I wrote bad mood. Friday, I did a little journaling here on the planning day. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, which is true. I kind of ended up binge watching YouTube videos on YouTube growth and productivity and all, and I went down that rabbit hole and I wasted so much time, so I'm kind of mad at myself about that, but I'm letting it go. Twisted my ankle again that day. Not good. I actually twisted it back in October, and it took a really long time to finally start feeling better. And then I tripped over Wallace in the dark because he's basically sitting in front of my door, and I walked out to get some water and just like messed up my ankle. So not good. On Saturday, I wrote that Mike slept over and it was the Eagles playoff game, which they won. Sorry if you're not an Eagles fan. I'm actually not a football fan, but I do like when my team gets to the playoffs, and really excited about that. They're playing so well this year. I went grocery shopping. On Sunday, I did not have much to write, so I wrote such a gloomy and yucky week weather-wise, which was true. And then I took a little sticker and put it in this box because I didn't have anything to put in there, and it just says recharge. I got my HelloFresh order. Here I wrote what I cooked for dinner, like little things like that just will fill it up. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I did put in extra stickers from those books to sort of fill up the areas that were blank white space, which again, you do not have to do. It is totally fine if you like the white space or if you don't even care. Like, your planner is really supposed to be productive. I like to make it really pretty after the pen, but you really do not have to. The point of putting stickers down before you start is to make it pretty so you'll use it. Not everyone feels the need to have a pretty after the pen spread. I just love the way it looks, and it makes me happy and it brings me joy. So if that brings you joy, then by all means do it. If it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. Do something else that brings you joy, you know? You do you. But I love the way this turned out. I think it's really pretty, and now I am ready to fill out this spread. And yes, I know it's Monday. I did not start filling it out yet, but sometimes that happens. I don't know if this is going to be an after the pen or not, but I love this spread so much, so much. I can't wait to write in it. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I know you guys seem to like the more functional type videos. I'm going to try to do more of those this year. They're a little bit harder than putting the stickers on the paper, you know, so that's why. But thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.